stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yellow. We're going to try this one again. Let me try it again. Why not? I set myself up to fail last time, and yeah, I do that. Things happen, man. You know, it's weird because I always have this need. I feel like I always have this need to let other people know what I've been through, sharing my experience, you know. And sometimes it can be hard to come on and, kind of talk to yourself. So I apologize about that, but we're going to get all the way through it this time. I'm just going to let a couple people know real quick. All right. And then I'm going to send this to my friend. She might already be here. Lori, are you already here? If so, let me know. I'm going to send it to you anyway. Messenger. Lori. Should say 4 reels this time. 4 reels this time. Okay. All right, we can get started. Let's get started. If you're here, or welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm going to be your host today. And I say that because we probably are going to have other hosts coming up. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. And if I complete the video and you feel like it could help others, please share. Please share. Hey, Gary, it's good to see you. Good to see you. I know this is probably, for most people, this is probably a weird topic. All right. The thing is, if we don't know what's going on in detoxes, if we don't know how detoxes are supposed to work, if we don't know how treatment centers are supposed to work, then how are we going to do anything about it? Okay. Hi, Patricia. It's good to see you. Wow, you're up with me late. Thank you. You're awesome. You're all awesome. I'm over here getting my fruits and vegetables at the same time. So. All right. Let's start with all the really good things about detox. Right? And I'm just talking in overall, because you have different kinds of detoxes. Right? You have county. There are detoxes that are county. There are detoxes that are privately owned and a little bit more expensive. There are some detoxes that take insurance. There are some detoxes that do not take insurance. But the main purpose of a detox is to make sure that the client pretty much stays alive. That is the main purpose of it, and to help them get through the withdrawals safely. Safely can mean mentally, it can mean physically, emotionally. In our case, I'd probably throw spiritually in there too, because a lot of these people that work at detox, they have giving hearts, right? And the things I'm going to bring up about the detoxes don't have to do with the people working there. I believe these people should be in higher positions. That's the way I feel about it. Is a lot of these people that are working at Detox, and I'm talking Colorado. I don't know what it's like in your area, but it's probably the same. Hey, Emma, congratulations on 90 days. Woo! 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 So when I worked at Detox back in the 90s, because I'm old and shit, I would walk in and I'd have a pile of folders waiting for me, manila folders. And what they were my discharges for the day. Okay. That means that once these people blew zero, they could leave. Okay. My other job, okay, and it would be listed in there, tell me what I'm working with, what I'm doing. It would tell me if this person is interested in receiving additional help, usually treatment. Sober livings, they were around, but they weren't called sober livings, and they ran differently, and they actually worked. And I know because I went through one. Right. So what I'm actually kind of talking about here is we had a way that was working, and it was working phenomenally. Phenomenally. Back in the 90s, Colorado was number 7. We were always in the top 10, but we usually hung around 5, 6, 7 of the best states for recovery. Right? Now we're 48th. Now we're 48th. In fact, almost every single state just plummeted. Just pooh, when it hit the ground. And it hurt so bad here in Colorado that we actually lost our number 1 detox and treatment center. It killed us, and it still hurts to this day. Okay? Now, when I worked there, it took me less than 10 minutes to put somebody in treatment. Because I already knew there was always openings. The answer was always yes. We didn't say no. We didn't say no because we had actual resources. So what happened? What happened, man? I know what happened. So when I got sober this time, I kept putting myself in detox. Why? Because I thought that they were going to help me. I kept going and going. And it wasn't until I was about a year and a half sober when everything occurred to me. The reason I kept asking for help and they'd hand me a piece of paper. I'm like, what is this? Oh, those are our resources. It's not how this works. Then I started asking people, are you in recovery? No. Are you in recovery? No. There wasn't anybody there to help me. There wasn't anybody there to help me. We all know that one alcoholic working with another alcoholic is the way that it works. It's the only way it works. We know that it works. So why, in God's name, did we change it? Because when I worked in detox back in the 90s, everybody that was there was in AA. Everybody, including my supervisor, who was well educated also. Very well educated. He had like close to 20 years of sobriety at the time. He knew what he was doing. Okay? So, detoxes get paid one of 2 ways. It used to only be one way. Now listen, I want you to listen, because all the accountability went away. They took it from us. Those rude MFers took it from us. And what they did is they told the detoxes, hey, you know what? And treatment centers and stuff. That's why when you go to a treatment center, it's just usually a 23-year-old with fluffy animals that wants to teach you their form of meditation. Fuck you. That is not treatment. I tried treatment for a few weeks. Actually, I was there for a week before I left. Because it was bullshit. I knew what I was looking for, but I couldn't find it. I was pissed. Hi, Amber. You didn't say hi, so I didn't know you jumped on. Thanks for letting me know, Gary. And no, that wasn't anything like before. Darren, you know what I'm talking about. So, the way that we used to get paid was this. We got paid by what was called a success rate, and you can still get paid that way. But these detoxes can make a decision on which way they want to go. Okay? Great. So now, well, the 90s came along, and then in the 2000s, the government came along and said, hey, detoxes, if you hire people with bachelor's degrees, we'll give you more money. And it destroyed us. It destroyed us. All right? Here's one argument. Here's an argument, and this is things that I used to bring up at Detox. These are the things I used to bring up at Aurora Mental Health that kind of, they showed me the door pretty quick. I got gaslit. Said they wouldn't do it, but they did it. Okay? I would ask things like, why is there no AA literature? Can we get some AA? I was there for 3 months, never, ever, not once could we. Nope. I bet they still don't have it. Okay. When I was working there this time, how fucking frustrating. Why? Because there's no resources. But there's plenty of money. Oh, we got a ton of money for, check this out. Okay. If you want to go out of state, we'll actually pay you to leave. If you're homeless. How sad is that? We would rather pay you to be somebody else's problem. That's what we just said. Now, the detoxes have no accountability. There's no threshold. There's no reasonable expectation because there's not another alcoholic there to help another alcoholic. And I went to them. I went to Aurora Mental Health, and I'm like, you guys need to start at least bring on recovery coaches, and that at least they started doing that. But it's not enough because most of these recovery coaches don't know their head from their ass. They have not done the required work, and they would not let me do it. I had the DMV getting ready to come help people with their stuff, get their driver's license so that they could go to work and things like this. Okay. So, are detoxes bad? No. In the sense of what they need to get done, no, they're not bad. But they could be so much more. It could be so much more. I think that all detoxes need to go back to a success rate. It's the only way to keep them accountable. Okay? So, let's say I'm a person, right? And I get my bachelor's degree. Yay! Because I want to help people. I want to be a therapist. Awesome shit, right? Okay? And I go to work at Aurora Mental Health. But they say, you're new, so you got to work at Detox. That is called stigma. That is stigma straight and through. I pointed it out to them too. They didn't like hearing it. I also bitched out. I'm like, Detox was the only place. We were still doing it by hand. We were not on the computers yet. We were not updated on the regular phone system like everybody else. We didn't have the same connections. Why? Because we were a Detox. We were the low of the low. We were the beginning. That's why. And that stigma, my folks. It is. It's not intentional. But why is Detox the beginning place? Thanks for calling us more names subtly. Bullshit. I call bullshit, man. And these poor people working there. When I was there, I was telling them, you case managers need to be upstairs. You need to be running treatments. How come we have no treatment? Come on, let's get on the ball here. Nope, they just wanted money. They just wanted money. That's why I didn't survive at Aurora Mental Health. Our intentions just did not align. Okay? It is not a secret. It's not a secret. We all know that I will have a much better chance of getting somebody sober than a non-alcoholic. Period. So why are you not fucking using it? We all know the answer. It's money. Fuck, man. I'm going to tell you something. All you need is detox and AA. Because that's what it's come down to. Yes, I've cut the treatment centers out. Because most of the people that I work with are on Medicaid. There ain't nothing for Medicaid. It's time that the government got out of our business, but that's not going to happen. Okay? None of this will happen until we have enough people that are angry enough to say fucking enough, and we go stand up. We go picket them. We go picket them. Hire people in recovery. Hire people in recovery. It's the only way. There's no new secret that came out. Okay? And no, there are multiple pathways, but there's not a ton of them. It's got so inundated with all this bullshit that AA is going to become obsolete. Yet it's the only program besides Oxford Group, which is one of the other pathways, Smart Recovery, and Celebrate Recovery. That's what we got. 4 pathways. You don't need any more than that. We don't need anybody coming around and reinventing the wheel. We don't need you. We have the answer. We have the fucking answer, but we're not using it. They're not using it. I gotta get to the chat. There it is. Let's see what Gary had to say here. I've done all my classes to be a recovery coach, and they never really talked about detox. And I have never been to detox, so I definitely have more to learn. Detox is a different animal. You get treated like shit. People throw things at you. They call your names. They'll do anything for a cigarette. That's why I think people on detox should be allowed to smoke. It actually helps them. Oh, but that's not a healthy lifestyle. No, that's you controlling people. That's you controlling. Sorry. And some of the staff were letting those people go out and smoke. I didn't see nothing. That's the way I played that guy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Because I'm going to tell you what happens when people in recovery work in detox. It actually becomes a happy place. Because this recovery starts happening inside, and it'll seep out, man. See, a lot of these people have been in AA and stuff. They just needed to reconnect with their people. So they went to detox to find that, only to say, oh, well, here's a piece of paper. Good luck. Here's a piece of paper. Talk to your caseworker if you need something. I couldn't do it. Right. I got tired of shuffling people outside of the state so that we didn't have to deal with them. I think that hurts more than anything else. Right. So Detoxes get paid one of two ways. Success rate, best thing in the world. Best thing in the world, keeps them accountable. They'll actually start thinking of the client then. Oh, yeah. Okay. Because all we're doing at Detox right now is putting on a Band-Aid. I know, because I've been there. Or we can hire people with bachelor's degrees. These people should not be in Detox. These people should be running treatments. That's where they belong. They're very good at it. They're very good at it. It is my job. It is our job to find the person that is ready to be sober and give them to them. That's our job. And it works very, very well. Very, very well. We had a great success rate. I think we were like 80%. That's really good. 80% is really good. That means people stayed sober for a long period of time, 1+ years. Right? So when people come to me, they're like, oh, 2% this, 2%. No, about a half make it. It has not changed. That portion has not changed. Half the people that come to AA or half the people that come to AA and stick with it make it. And that's not even true. 100%. It just depends on what numbers you fiddle with. See, proof is in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding. I know this is hard stuff to hear. It says I got one person left here, so but I'm not counting on that anymore. So, I mean, and I love to educate, but unfortunately, when I start to educate like this, it makes me want to do something. And I'm going to tell you, I have no desire to fight that fight. If somebody came to me and said, hey, Dion, we're going to open a new detox and it's just going to, then I'll help you out. But I'm not doing it myself. I already tried. And I'm tired of going to work at places and getting gaslit. So no more. I won't do it. No. I'm tired of people coming to me saying, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to make money, and we're going to be able to help people, only to find out that really their intentions were not that. Their intentions really were just to make a bunch of money. And then they disappear on me. Wow. What is it that you're really going after? Don't reach out to me unless you want the fucking truth. And I'll tell it to you. Okay. But the only way that we're going to be able to do this is if you know what's actually going on. So quit being naive to everything going on around you. Sacrifice. We're going to sacrifice a lot. You're going to do a lot of sacrificing. Right? After a while, it doesn't feel that way, though. It just becomes kind of a natural flow. So, all right. I know why everybody kind of took off at 5:30. I think I may go hit a 5:30 meeting myself. So, go do that. Just go pick a 5:30. Actually, 5:30 to Freedom's a cool group. I think I'll go say hi to them. So, thank you everybody for listening and letting me redo this. Yes, if we could get Detoxes to go back to a success rate, good luck. We would be doing fantastic. We'd be doing very, very well. But that's not going to happen. Because see, now that they don't understand a success rate and they're not successful, there's a fear. They will not have a success rate. They cannot do it. Okay. When I went to Detox, I told them, my job, what I want to do here is raise your success rate. I don't care about your bachelor degree money. I know how you guys get paid. I know how we get paid. I'm not naive. But it's time that we focused on a success rate. And they were all for that till the work started. till it was hard, until it was time to make some hard decisions. When I sat there and told them this, and this place, they're all committing Medicaid fraud and body brokering. Are you sure we want to refer to them? This is your conscience. You're the one responsible. You bet. All right. Thank you, guys. I love you. Peace out and have a